Hello dear students, welcome to chemistry classes. In this class, we are going to discuss about the acidic nature of carboxylic acids and the effect of substituents on the acidic strength of carboxylic acids. Okay, then we know these carboxylic acids which are having the general formula RCOOH will act as acids by giving H plus ions with the formation of a negatively charged ion called carboxylate ion. As these compounds are giving H plus ions, we can say these are acidic in nature. And this carboxylate ion is stable in nature. And as this is stable in nature, therefore it is giving this H plus ion freely. And as we are getting H plus ion freely, we can say easily the compound which is giving this H plus ion is acidic in nature. And the stability of this carboxylate ion can be understood by the resonance structures of this carboxylate ion. See here, we can write the carboxylate ion like this one: C double bond O with two lone pairs of electrons, single bond O with two lone pairs of electrons, and here negative charge is there because this oxygen is getting an extra pair of electron which is coming from the bond between this hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, and this extra pair of electron will now move towards carbon oxygen single bond, and now this carbon becomes unstable with a new bond, means it is stable with only 4 bonds. If fifth bond is coming, means it becomes unstable, and hence it will lose or it will break one of the old bond, and that bond will move towards this oxygen, which results in the formation of negative charge on this oxygen, double bond O with two pairs of electrons. Okay, then these two are called what? Resonance structures of carboxylate ion. Then from this we can write the resonance hybrid R C single bond O, delta minus, delta minus. This is what? Resonance hybrid. Resonance. Okay. By the phenomenon of resonance, we can easily understood the stability of this carboxylate ion. This carboxylate ion is stable. Why? Because the negative charge on this oxygen is now distributing between these three centers. Then hence it is getting stability. And here R is what? R is an substituent. Correct? This R is a substituent, and the strength of carboxylic acids. Now we come to know that these carboxylic acids are acidic in nature, but we don't know how much these are acidic. That means we don't know about the strength of carboxylic acids. The strength of carboxylic acids completely depends on the nature of substituent which is attached to the carboxylic carbon, and the nature of this substituent completely determines the strength of the carboxylic acid. And this R substituent, either it may be an electron withdrawing group. There are two possibilities, or it may be an electron donating group. There are two possibilities for R, that is substituent. Either the substituent may be an electron withdrawing group. In short, we can write EWG, electron withdrawing group, or it may be an electron donating group, EDG, electron donating group. Okay. Then what happens if it is an electron withdrawing group? If the substituent R is an electron withdrawing group, then this electron withdrawing group will increase the acidic nature of carboxylic acids. If the attached substituent is an electron withdrawing group, it will increase the acidic nature of carboxylic acid. And what happens if it is an electron donating group? If it is an electron donating group, then it will decrease the acidic nature of carboxylic acids. Please keep in mind, dear students, if the substituent R is an electron withdrawing group, then it will increase the acidic nature of carboxylic acid. If it is an electron donating group, then it will decrease the acidic nature of carboxylic acids. Okay, then before going to study or to start the effect of substituents by taking some particular examples, let me explain about what are these electron donating and withdrawing groups, and for some examples of these electron donating and withdrawing groups. I am writing some examples for electron withdrawing group and electron donating group. Electron withdrawing group, the examples are C6H5, iodine, Br, chlorine, all halogens, fluorine, cyano, nitro, trifluorochlor, so carbon, trifluorocarbon. These are all some of the examples of electron withdrawing group, and these groups, if they are present in a given carboxylic acid, then no doubt these will easily increase the acidic nature or the strength of that carboxylic acid. And here we can write, this is there in a systematic pattern, that it is an increasing order of their withdrawing capacity, increasing order of their withdrawing, which means iodine is more effectively withdrawing electrons as compared to benzene, and bromine is more effectively withdrawing the electrons as compared to iodine, like this. Okay, then for electron donating groups, we can write some examples like CH3 methyl group, OH, OCH3, NH2, etc. Okay, these are the some examples for electron donating groups. If these groups are there as a substituent in a given carboxylic acid, then these will decrease the strength of the carboxylic acid in which these are present. Okay, then now let me explain how these electron donating and withdrawing groups will affect the strength of a given carboxylic acid. See, if this R is there in a given carboxylate ion, and if it is an electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group means what? These are having negative inductive effect. Negative inductive effect in the sense these groups will drag the bonded pair of electron towards themselves. These bonded electrons will now drag by this group towards themselves, and as a result of this negative inductive effect of this R group, the electron density around the carbon will now decrease. As the electron density is decreasing, this negatively charged electron pair will now easily delocalize over the carbon, which results in the stability of this carboxylate ion, and hence it results in the very easy loss of a proton. As it is giving protons, that means H plus ions very easily, it becomes more acidic. Electron withdrawing groups will affect the acidic nature by inducing negative inductive effect on the carbon to which it is attached. Okay, then see, if this R group is an electron donating group, if it is electron donating group, which means those are having plus I effect, that is positive inductive effect. Positive inductive effect means what? Positive inductive effect is there where the bonded electron pairs are pushing away from the substituent. The bonded electron pairs are pushing away from the substituent, and as a result of this positive inductive effect, there exists a more concentration of electron density surrounding the carbon. As here more electron density is there around the carbon, if this negative charge wants to delocalize through this carbon, there exists a electron repulsion. There exists an electron repulsion. As there exists an electron repulsion, the delocalization or the resonance will not take place. As the resonance is not taking place, the molecule becomes unstable. As the molecule becomes unstable, it don't want to lose H plus ion. If it don't want to lose H plus ion, then it becomes less acidic. Okay, is it clear now? If electron withdrawing groups are there, then these will decrease the electron density around the carbon and helps the negative charge to delocalize, and hence it increases acidic nature. If electron donating group is there, then it will increase the electron density around the carbon and opposes the delocalization of negative charge through the carbon, and hence it decreases the acidic nature of the carboxylic acid in which it is present. Okay, then mono, di and tri chloro acetic acids. Now we have to discuss about the acid strengths of mono, di, tri chloroacetic acids. We know the formula for acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. It is what? Acetic acid, correct? Then monochloroacetic acid. We will get monochloroacetic acid just by replacing one of the hydrogen of this methyl with chlorine. I am writing here CH2Cl, CH2Cl, COOH. It is what? Monochloroacetic acid. Then now we can easily write dichloro, CHCl2 COOH, dichloro. Acetic acid. Then CCl3 COOH. It is what? Trichloro acetic acid. Okay. Then now here the question is there, among these four, which one is more acidic, which one is less acidic? They are asking the acid strengths of mono, di and trichloroacetic acids, mono, di and trichloroacetic acids, to compare with the acetic acid. Here I will write the trichloroacetic acid is more acidic as compared to dichloroacetic acid, which in turn is more acidic as compared to monochloroacetic acid, which in turn is more acidic as compared to acetic acid. Acetic acid is the least acidic as compared to these three, and trichloroacetic acid is the highest acidic or more acidic as compared to these three. Why it is like this? See here, in acetic acid, methyl group is there. In acetic acid, methyl group is there. Then this methyl group is there what? Electron donating group. See here, methyl group is what? Electron donating group. Then what happens if electron donating group is there? Then it will decrease the acidic nature by increasing the electron density around this carbon. Therefore it will act as a least acidic. Then now here chlorine is there. We know that the chlorine is electron donating group, electron withdrawing group. It is an electron withdrawing group, and if it is an electron withdrawing group, then it will increase the acidic nature. That only we can say here. The chlorine is an electron attracting atom. Chlorine is an electron attracting atom with negative inductive effect, and it withdraws the electron from carbon to which it is attached, and this effect will transmit through the chain. If this is a carbon, the next carbon is there, this effect will now transmit to this carbon also throughout the chain, and as a result of electrons are withdrawing more strongly towards the oxygen of this OH bond, the chlorine is now dragging the electron from this carbon, and this carbon will now drag the electrons from this carbon, and this carbon will now drag the electron from this oxygen, and as a result we can say directly that the electrons are withdrawn more strongly towards the oxygen of OH bond, and because of this reason we can say the chlorine makes the release of H plus ion here more easy. Okay, and therefore this is more acidic as compared to just acetic acid. Monochloroacetic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. And we know if the same groups are increasing in number, then the effect will also increase. That means the chlorine groups are goes on increasing. In this one 2 chlorines are there, here 3 chlorines are there, then automatically the negative inductive effect will go on increasing, and hence the acidic strength is also increasing. Then here I am telling this is least acidic and this is more acidic. Then there should be a parameter for measuring the acidic strength, that is what? pKa. pKa, which is given by minus log Ka. pKa minus log Ka, and here the pKa of acetic acid is 4.76, and keep in mind what it is, lower the pKa, higher will be the acid strength. Lower the pKa, higher will be the acid strength. This acetic acid is having 4.76 pKa, then monochloroacetic acid is having 2.87 pKa, then this dichloroacetic acid is having 1.26 pKa, trichloroacetic acid is having 0.64 pKa. Okay, here the pKa value is going decreasing in order from acetic acid to trichloroacetic acid, and if lower the pKa value, then we can say easily it is a more acidic with the one which is having higher pKa. Okay, this is all about the acid strengths of mono, di and trichloroacetic acids. Like this we can also compare the acid strengths for acid strengths nitro, chloro and hydroxy substituted benzoic acids. We know the formula for benzoic acid is this one, correct? This is what? Benzoic acid, and here the substituent is C6H5. The substituent is what? C6H5. See this one, C6H5, and as it is there as an electron withdrawing group, it will increase the acidic nature of this carboxylic acid. Okay, but here they are telling to compare the acidic strengths of nitro, chloro and hydroxy substituted benzoic acid. Here we have to take the nitro substituted benzoic acid. For understanding purpose, I am taking all the substituents at para position. Chlorobenzoic acid and hydroxybenzoic acid. Then by looking into the examples which are given in electron withdrawing and electron donating groups, we can easily say which is more acidic and which is less acidic. No doubt here also the acidic nature completely depends on the nature of substituent which is present on the benzene ring. Benzene ring. Here nitro group and chlorine group are there as electron withdrawing groups, means these will increase the acidic nature of benzoic acid, correct? Then this OH group is an electron donating group and it will decrease the acidic nature of this benzene. Then now if we want to write, if we want to write a pattern for these four molecules. How can we write? Just see here, this nitro group, that is what, para nitro benzoic acid. Para nitro benzoic acid. See here, these two are electron withdrawing groups only, but in a series this nitro group is having high capacity of withdrawing the electrons as compared to chlorine. Therefore this group will affect more than the chlorine, and we can write this para nitro benzoic acid is more acidic than para chloro benzoic acid, which in turn is more acidic than benzoic acid, which in turn is more acidic than para hydroxy benzoic acid. Here I am telling this one is more acidic than chlorine, parachlorobenzoic acid. Why? Because it is having high capacity of withdrawing the electrons, and these two are more acidic than benzoic acid. Why? Because these two groups are electron withdrawing groups, and these will increase the acidic nature of benzoic acid. Okay, then this para hydroxy benzoic acid is less acidic as compared to benzoic acid. Why? Because this OH group is an electron donating group. If electron donating group is there, then it will decrease the acidic nature of this benzoic acid. Then now we can write the pKa values for this one, and here we know the higher acidic nature molecule will get a low value of pKa, 3.98. For benzoic acid pKa is 4.19. then for parahydroxy benzoic acid pKa value is 4.58. This para-nitrobenzoic acid being more acidic as compared to these three is having a less value of pKa here. Okay, this is all about what, the acidic strength or the strengths of nitro, chloro or hydroxy substituted benzoic acids.